What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Shed End Blues. Thank you very much for clicking into another video. That's right, it's time to do a prediction. Done one of these in a while. Welcome to the new season. Can do one for Liverpool, but missed out on that. But you've got one right now from Shed End Blues, a prediction preview for West Ham versus Chelsea. That's right, we're going to the London Stadium on Sunday. Always a difficult place to go. Always a difficult game. West Ham away. They're always up for it. They always want to beat a London rival. They don't like us. They never have done. We don't like them too much either. For West Ham, I've got to say, they've lost Declan Rice. They've lost a couple of players, I do believe. They're looking like, is it Luis Paqueta? Could be on his way out as well. Don't know what's going on there at the moment. We'll have to wait and see as the transfer window unfolds. Bring Inbrook coming to West Ham. I'm not too sure either. I know they've bought Edson Alvarez from Ajax and a couple of other players I'm not too sure of, to be honest with you. I haven't really been looking at what West Ham have going on, because considering how much has been going on at Chelsea, it's pretty hard to keep track of everyone else at the moment. Keeping track of Chelsea is hard enough work, and all the incomings and outgoings there. But yeah, it's always going to be a difficult challenge. Going to West Ham, they're always a good side. They always give us a good game. It's going to be a tough place to go. The fans will be up for it. I'm pretty sure it's their first home game of the season, so they'll be up for it against Chelsea. They'll want to beat Chelsea first home game of the season, so it's going to be difficult as it is. Anyway, so let me just pick up my notes here. We'll talk about injuries first, because news broke, I think it was today or yesterday, that Reece James is out with another hamstring injury. It's just unlucky for the guy. Just got the Chelsea captaincy, played against Liverpool, marched out the team against Liverpool at Stamford Bridge first day of the season. What a moment that was. One of our own, leading the line, leading the team out with the captain's armband, and unfortunately he goes off around the 60th minute because of a niggle, supposedly. Wasn't much to it, but now they've had scans done, he's had checks, and it turns out, don't know if he injured it during the week or what, but the geezer is out now for the foreseeable future with another hamstring injury. And it's just, it gets to a point where you're thinking, this guy is talented, but injury is going to plague his career like so many others we've seen in the past. Not just at Chelsea, but any other football club. We've seen it happen so many times. These young lads with so much potential just never reach that potential because of the injuries that amount, especially when it comes to like hamstrings and ACLs and all of that. When you hear about those sort of injuries, you're like, oh no, these could be recurring ones. And it has been for Paul Reece James. I hope that all the best. He gets back to fitness. Don't rush the geezer back this time. Let him get back, get fit, and then hopefully work his way back into the side. Luckily, this season, though, we do have a decent enough replacement for him. Last season, that's where we did struggle. We didn't have backup for Reece James. We had to put Azpilicueta there. It was no longer good enough to play right back. Let's have it right. Absolute legend of the club. Gave everything. Even when he did play in that position, he gave his all, but we just knew he just didn't have enough to fulfill the position like Reece James could. And the same for Trevor Chalobah, decent player, but you're asking him to play out of position. It's not his favourite position. Did a job there. Same with Ruben Loftus-Cheek when he had to play right wing back as well. We tried so many different people at that right wing back position because we didn't have a ready replacement for him. But now we do. He is young, inexperienced in the Premier League, of course, but from what I've seen of the lad, he looks a talent. So I'd put him straight in there. He'd go straight into my side. That's right, Malo Gusto has to be playing on Sunday against West Ham. The other injuries are pretty much ones that we already knew about. Broja, Chalobah, and Nkunku, Badiashile, Fofana. Ones that are going to be out for some time. Lewis Hall has left now. He's gone on loan to Newcastle. Not a full move, thankfully. Just a loan. There is an option, I believe, at the end of the loan if Newcastle would like to make it permanent. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, best of luck to the lad. Was never really going to get into the first team this season and wanted more game time, and Newcastle might be able to offer him that because of the amount of games they're going to be playing this season in the Champions League, all the other cup competitions they're going to be in as well, and the league as well, they're going to need a bit of depth. We don't need that much depth because we ain't got no Europe this season. We've got the league and a couple of cup competitions. Where is he really going to feature for us? I would have liked him to have gone on loan to a Palace or someone like that, not a close league rival like Newcastle. Let's have it right. They're going to be challenging for the top spots in the top 4, top 5, top 6, and we want to be doing that too. So am I happy that we're loaning out someone like that to a rival basically for the top spot? Not really. Not happy about that. I would have preferred he'd gone to someone lower down like a Palace or a Bournemouth or somewhere like that, or Wolves. But no, he goes to Newcastle. But best of luck to the lad. Very talented. And Newcastle, you've got one hell of a talent on your hands right there. Trust me. Let's go to the lineup though against West Ham now, because interesting really now with all the injuries, with the outgoings and the incomings, because we've had 2 big incomings this week. Let's talk about that right off the bat, shall we? The 2 big incomings this week where we just got to drink the Liverpool tears, those Scouse tears, the Merseyside tears. They taste so sweet, don't they, ladies and gentlemen? We love it. We love seeing Scousers in a mood, having a cry, having a moan. How it's unfair, it's not fair, it's not fair. How are you spending so much money? FFP, FFP. Behave, mate. Do your math. Listen to Simon Jordan, he explained it quite well for us. We are fine. Don't worry about our financial situation. Anyway, yep, Caicedo, Romeo done. Through the door, Romeo Lavia is here. Moises Caicedo has arrived. Our midfield is looking a lot more secure this season. Yeah, my only gripe is he's still quite young. 21 and 19. Where's the experience coming from in this midfield? Where's the leadership coming from in this midfield? I know Enzo, people are saying Enzo. Enzo's only young too. He ain't that old. He's what, 21, 22? We're looking at Conor Gallagher being our oldest midfielder. And he ain't got that much experience, but he's playing out his skin at the moment. Against Liverpool, he was blinding, so... And I'll talk about that in a minute. But Enzo, Caicedo, through the door. Happy, very talented players, but my only gripe is we need a little bit more experience in this squad. If any other transfers come through the door, like a goalkeeper, now Kepa's fucked off to Madrid, which we desperately need, I'd rather it be someone with a bit of experience. If we bring in another striker, I'd rather it be someone with a bit of experience, a bit of know-how. Not another youngster that's unproven. We've got enough of them now. We've got enough. We need a balance in this squad. All youngsters, it just doesn't work. We know this already. You do need a bit of young players. I know people are saying, oh, well, United won the league with kids. No, they didn't. They had those youngsters built around a core of like experience, like Bruce Pallister, Cantona, men like that, Schmeichel, Roy Keane. It's never happened. A group like this, so young. We've only got like Thiago Silva, Raheem Sterling, you can really say are experienced players. We need a bit more know-how, a bit more experience in this squad, in my opinion. 1 or 2 will be fine, in my opinion. Just get a couple in that have some experience, some know-how to help mould and help mature this squad. Anyway, let's go to the lineup for Chelsea against West Ham. It's an interesting one for me because I think it will be changed. I think he'll change the formation. I assume that's what I would do. He may stick with it the same, the 3-4-2 or 3-5-2 that he played against Liverpool. But I expect changes slightly to accommodate for the style of game we're going to be playing against West Ham. It won't be West Ham coming out and attacking us so much like we did have to worry about with Liverpool, very attack heavy. I believe we will go for a 4-3-3 or where however it shapes up, maybe 4-2-3-1. I don't care. But in my opinion, I'd play a 4-3-3. I'd It's got to be Robert Sanchez in goal. We ain't got a choice. It's either that or a young lad Bergstrom comes in, because we ain't got nobody else now. Kepa's gone. No rumours or anything news about another goalkeeper incoming at the moment. So, yeah, it's Robert Sanchez in goal. He's our new number 1 as well. So, he took the shirt from Kepa when he left. So, Sanchez in goal. Like I said, Malo Gusto's going to have to play right back. Reece James is out. So, Malo Gusto comes straight into the side, in my opinion. I think it will be a back four, like I said. Thiago Silva and Levi Colwill will play alongside each other. Even though Disasi did have a very good game against Liverpool, I do believe he will be one that may lose out here. It might be Silva, but I'd rather have Silva in the side for experience over Disasi. Colwill, yeah, he's just been phenomenal, so I'd stick with him, and then Chilwell at left back over Cucurella. The midfield, I think he'll go with a 3. Like I said, I think we will see the debut of Moises Caicedo alongside Enzo Fernandez and Conor Gallagher. I think this gives you a lot of fight, a lot of battle, not too much creative. Well, Enzo's the creative engine in that team. Gallagher, Caicedo will give you the legs and the engine and allow Enzo maybe to move forward a little bit and be more creative in the midfield. And then up top, I'd stick with Raheem Sterling. I think he played really well against Liverpool, especially in the first half. Kind of faded in the second, but I would give him another go. We've got Madueke, looks like he's coming back. But I'd put Madueke probably on the bench for this. I wouldn't risk him too soon and make him try and play first 45 or 90 minutes. So I maybe bring Madueke on towards the end of the game if things are going well, or if we need some pace up top. Jackson has to play up top. Other side, I'd go with Mykhailo Mudryk. I'd give him a start against West Ham. Let him have a run out. Let him see what he can do against them. He did have some good link-up play in pre-season with Nicholas Jackson, so I would like to see if they can get that back up and running again. That would be my team, though. So Sanchez in goal, Gusto, Silva, Colwill, Chilwell, Caicedo, Enzo, Gallagher, Sterling, Jackson and Mudryk. The bench, Madueke, Lavia, Romeo Lavia. I don't think he'd be thrown straight into the side. He was only announced today, so as of now, I probably assume that he'd be on the bench, possibly. Disasi, Martson, Cucurella, probably Mason Burstow as our attacker, because we ain't got no one else still, because Brozier's out, and it doesn't look like anyone else is coming through the door. So, yeah, but the young Bergstrom and a couple other fill-ins there on the bench, really, and that's about it, really. That's my preview prediction. All that's left, really, is to predict the score. And I will go with a 2-0 Chelsea win. Don't know who's going to score the goals. I would like to see Nicholas Jackson get off the mark, and maybe even Mudryk get a goal. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Mykhailo Mudryk got a goal. I could see Gallagher getting one, actually. I wouldn't mind seeing him chipping in with a goal, maybe from someone from midfield getting a goal would be nice. Get them off the mark, but definitely Nicholas Jackson getting off the mark would be lovely jubbly, especially against those bubble-blowing buffoons. Anyway, thank you very much for watching Shed End Blue. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. I really appreciate everyone that has done so far, and I'll see you after the game on Sunday. Come on, you Blues, up the Chelsea. See you next time.